The Ashland Fire Department hosted Camp Bailout, a firefighters' camp for girls. The goal of the camp is to encourage young women to become more involved in the fire and EMS services, either as a career or a volunteer. In our first look at Camp Bailout on HCAM News, we pick up with Day 3, in which the students learned about the equipment and how search and rescue is conducted in a home.
Keep it kind of simple for you guys, okay? So these are the air packs that we wear when we go into a building. This is basically what lets us to go inside so that when it's smoky or a toxic environment, we can breathe it. It's what's inside this cylinder. We call it a cylinder. Some people call it a tank or a bottle. It's usually a cylinder. So what's inside here is just like the air that's around us outside. We just compress it inside this with a special machine inside the station. It just pushes the air into here. So it gives us about a half an hour. This is a half an hour bottle, so what that means is you can breathe inside of a building if you're in good shape for about a half an hour. So when we put that face piece on, we just put it right up over our head. We check what we call check for a seal. So basically Ashley will check, and as long as she can feel she can suck the mask onto the side of her face, she knows she's got a good seal all the way around her skin. See how it sucks right to her face? And knows she's got a good seal. All right? And then we put the pack on. And obviously we would have all of our other equipment on, our bunker pants and our jacket, right? We tighten up our shoulder straps, we tighten up that waist strap. We already turned the pack on. Out here we're wasting air, so we really don't put our air on until we're ready to go into the building or go into a toxic atmosphere. So if we know we're going to go in here and search for people, we turn our air on, we look in the door, and then we start to go into work. We don't just breathe air outside unless we absolutely have to, okay? So when Ashley's ready, she'll put her face piece in, and it just slides right into place on your mask. And she takes a breath. Hear how she took that breath? So when we talk about it's a positive pressure, so right now she has air. No matter what, there's air going into her face piece. So if she pulls that away from her face, hear how it blows by? That's to keep anything that's coming in. So if your mask actually moves a little bit, no smoke will get into your mask because that air will just keep pushing it and blowing it out. Okay, so we keep these in our ambulances as well. So if we have to go in and actually get somebody out of a house that has high levels of carbon monoxide, you might occasionally see us wearing those air packs because it's not. If they're overcome by it, it's only going to be a matter of time before it starts to affect us.
The cool thing is there's like dust floating around in there or something. Twist this knob. See that knob? Twist it. Oh, in your eyes.
Shake.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Lynn Morahan talks about how a home search and rescue is conducted.
Check the door first, because that's where most victims are. And then we take a wall, and then we go to the windows, because that's where most victims are. But not only do we do that because that's where the victims are, if we were to just go dead center into the middle of the room, what are we going to come across? What can you see?
Fire.
What else might we get caught up in? Now, we can't see anything.
We might
Everything
that's
in there. Furniture, right? That's going to get in our way. So we could easily get turned around. We don't know which way we came in. So they teach us to either pick one side or the other, either go right or left on a wall and stay in that wall until if I decided to go left with my partner, I went all the way left, where am I going to come out?
Right.
What?
Left. Yeah, you
Where
go
am I gonna
left
come out?
every time.
Where I started, right? And that's the goal. So if I was to go left and I came to this point and we found a victim, what do you think is the best thing for me to do? Go back the same way I came. Because I know that way, right? So that's the safest thing. Now what, if I found the victim here, what am I going to pass by?
The window.
So you think I should just go by it? Or do you think I should stop there and maybe tell somebody that I have the victim?
Stop there.
Yeah, sure, we have radios. It's probably the best thing to do is just get them out of there, right?